dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. If you're new to the page, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Either way, thanks for tuning in. I can't do what I do without you, so thank you for being here. Whether it's your first time or your 30th, this channel will always start with gratitude, so thank you for being here. I'd appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell so you're notified. If you do none of those three things, it's all right. I'm just glad that you're here consuming this content. If you're not following my partner, Bryce, make sure you do so. TikTok and Twitter is where he operates. All our social media links are down below. The website's down below, has full recap, everything we've done for the entire week. We're going to be honest. We're going to be transparent. We're going to do the best that we can to serve you guys, right? So coming off of yesterday, we had the Lakers plus the 5.5 led most of the way into that fourth quarter there. They did cover the number 5.5 and ended up being 5. At the end, 108-103, and Jamal Murray has a big fourth quarter. Want to try to make sure we can get you another win here today. It is Friday, extended weekends, $34.99. Check it out. Everything that we have on the card. Bryce has his full week up for $49.99, so make sure you check him out as well, all right? Yesterday was the only pick that I had, Lakers plus the 5.5, and we were able to cash it. Looking to give you another one here today, so let's get into it, all right? We're going to take a look at another game. You guys like the NBA, so we're going to try to ride the NBA as long as we can here. As we have an 8:30 game, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 2, Celtics and Heat. Now, Game 1 was an interesting matchup where we've seen the Miami Heat explode for 123 points there in that game. Really not their style of play. They can score, but usually not that well. Shot the three extremely well there in that game. 16 for 31 from three, 51%, 10 of 29 for the Boston Celtics. So really, that was the difference in the game, in my opinion. 6 more made threes, 18-point differential there. Just from three-pointers alone in the game that the Celtics lost by 7. Now, I expected a letdown spot there in that one. Wasn't sure how much of a letdown, but a pretty big letdown spot after the Game 7 win. Huge game from Jason Tatum. And now we know this game here is going to be a pivotal matchup moving forward. These two teams now, this is the second time, I believe, second out of the last 3 times that they've met in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I'm expecting a 7-game series here, if I'm going to be honest, with the Boston Celtics getting the best of the Miami Heat last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. So line here opened up at 9, I believe. Opened up at 9. Over under set at 214. Moving up now, a lot of action on the over, 215.5, with most of the people being on the over, obviously, and a lot of action on the money line for the Boston Celtics here. So we see this line at 9, and I think immediately people are going, no way, no way, no way. But if you take a look into the numbers, 7-1 after a loss here, especially in the playoffs, they have been outstanding. The one loss that they had was when the Sixers went vintage James Harden, went for a 40-piece, which we know was really an asterisk, an anomaly. We know that James doesn't do that. He does what he can do to avoid Game 7s. But outside of that, they've covered the number almost every single time, straight up and ATS. 7-1 their last 8 after a loss. And this is going to be a big spot here. Now, if you take a look into the game number 1, really the standout is can they lock in for the entire game? That's the thing with the Celtics. The Celtics, I think, are one of the best teams. I think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference, if we're going to be honest. But it's their inability to really lock in for the entire game. The first half of the game, they're up by 9 points going into halftime. Third quarter, they come out and get absolutely ambushed. 46-23 in that third quarter there, and just got blitzed. A big quarter from Max Strus in that third quarter there for the Miami Heat. He hits 3 threes, gets 2 buckets, and scores, 13 points. I believe it was 13 of his 15 points there in the third quarter. So a really big quarter for him there in a quarter where Miami Heat score 46 points on the road. Not expecting that to happen again. All the other quarters, they don't even score 30 points. They score 20 in the fourth. I'm expecting Boston to have a better performance here defensively. I'm expecting them to lock in a little bit more here defensively, and I'm expecting them to come out here with a big win at home. Give me the Boston Celtics. I'm going to lay the 9 points. I know it feels like you can't trust them. It feels like this is a spot where Miami covers again. I think we see the best of Boston here in Game 2, defensively and offensively. Boston Celtics, lay the 9 points is my official free pick of the day. Let me know if you agree, you disagree, whatever the case may be. But for now, Derek, dimes, defeatthebook.com. Let us help you beat the odds. Best of luck if you decide to tail. But either way, hope that you guys have a tremendous Friday. Good luck.